Welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups for you here. The last item I'm going to show you today is something that I've been on the hunt for a while. Never really thought I'd ever find it in the wild, so pretty happy about that, but I'm going to save that to the end actually. The last place I stopped today, and I didn't actually even get a chance to hit up one of the spots I usually go to just because I spend so much time contemplating different purchases and things like that because there's just a ton of stuff out there. So this is pretty cool though. The last stop that I made, I found a couple of original Xbox games that I wanted to get, and like I said before, at the Goodwill, it's kind of this deal where you spend $30, you get $10 off. So I basically keep falling into the trap. I gotta end up buying more stuff than I really necessarily need in order to really maximize the price that I'm paying for it. It's kind of weird, but it's really the way that it works out, because basically, you know, if I'm buying 3 titles, I might as well just buy 4 so I can get 6. Like, that's just the way that it goes. It's sort of really strange, but it ends up working that way. So that's sort of the scenario again today. But nothing I picked up here was super cheap. It's just some things I don't really necessarily want, but they're going to be semi-decent, I think, for trade fodder. I might be able to basically recoup all my money and then some on it. So it's not like I'm complaining or it's that bad. It's just I don't really like being strong-armed into making purchases like that. So that's just the way that it goes. The first thing that I got here I'll show you is a copy of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for the original Xbox. I know this goes for a decent amount of money, so it's something that interests me. They originally wanted $5 for that now, so for everything that I got today I paid $24 and some change. So basically for 5 games I paid 24 bucks, so somewhere around $4 mark kind of thing. Not really certain about that, but that's that one right there. So that's pretty cool title to get. I already have it in my collection. This one here is not in the world's greatest shape. Probably needs a resurfacing potentially. I'm not sure about that, but hey, that's why I got the machine, and I'll be able to easily get that for that one. And then the second one that I was interested in was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. For some reason this one I can just never find with the manual. It's worse than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the Genesis, so pretty brutal, but the disc is in similar condition, and I'm sure they both play really, so I may not even really need to mess around with resurfacing on them, but cool nonetheless. I'm trying to remember if I'm pretty sure I have this in my collection. I can't remember if mine's complete. This one isn't, so it's not really going to help me out a lot, but again, just something for trade. And if you guys are interested in that and you got good cred on YouTube, let me know, because I might be interested in doing a trade with you if you're interested in those titles. Next thing I got here was Sniper Elite V2 for the PS3. They wanted 7 for this, which is how this kind of all added up to $25 basically. It ended up being 34, but I got the 10 off. But that's pretty cool right there. It's complete, and the disc condition on it is like near flawless, so that's one of the reasons why I picked it up. Pretty cool. Definitely brought the price down a bit though, like it was 7, so I ended up getting that for, you know, around that $4 mark. Also got from them Air Conflict Specific Carriers for the PS3, and again, that's complete. Disc condition on this one's like the other one, it is perfect, so thought I'd pick that up. This one's probably going to be for trade. I'm not really probably ever going to play a fight game, not really my style of thing, so I may unload that or something like that. I'm not really sure about it. And then the last one, same kind of scenario. I'll probably use this for trade fodder as well. I just couldn't pass up on it. It's Il2 Stormovic, I think is the way you pronounce that, but they wanted 10 for this, which is kind of surprising because the other ones they only wanted 7, but they wanted 10 for this one. But again, you know, for the $4 mark, it's definitely worth it. So there it is there, and like the other ones, it's in like mint condition, so I'll probably just end up trying to sell most of that off and trade fodder. Like, I don't really need all of that, but again, I don't really know like how well PS3 titles are going to hold their value, so I may try to get rid of those pretty quickly here. Alright, so the next score I got actually at the Value Village was pretty awesome. I used a 20% off card on all of this stuff, so I'll tell you the prices like I actually paid for them, not the sticker price that's on them. Basically, they had these cards they were giving out during the month of December if you donated things, because they were kind of doing like a December drive for stuff, like they're trying to get stuff in there, obviously because it's getting really cold out, and I think people are less likely to donate things to the value villages or thrift shops and stuff like that, just because it's really cold out and people don't want to go out of their houses for the most part. So they were trying to get an incentive of getting people in there, so they were giving out cards. If you were donating stuff, they gave you like stamps on the card. There's like 5 or 6 I think on the card, and then if you got up to the 6th stamp, then you would get 30% off, and it's basically based on the amount of stuff you were donating. So I had one that I got up to 20% from donations, which means I got 20% off this when I used the card today. So the first one here is Champions of Norath, and this one here is in awesome shape. Take a look at it. The manual is beautiful. The disc is like pretty much perfect, so that's pretty awesome, and I already have this in my collection, so that's not a big deal for me. The thing is, this year I'm probably just gonna end up trading to somebody, so I don't know if you're interested in that title, but you guys can let me know. Moving on from there, I also picked up Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance for the same price. So for $320, again, mint manual and mint disc, so really good. I'd say probably like maybe a 9 out of 10, not totally mint, but pretty close to it. So really awesome right there. Something I already have in my collection. I actually have, I believe, both of these for the original Xbox, which is my console of choice when it comes to, you know, multi-platform games. So this one here is probably going to end up being trade fodder, but it's in such beautiful shape that you know, I'm pretty happy with that. And then again, for $3.20, I got Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, and this game is really valuable, especially on the PS2. The Xbox version, not as much. Still valuable, but not as much as this one. This one here is complete, beautiful manual, and just beautiful shaped discs. So really pleased to pick that up at the same store. So I still got 20% off of these. So for each of these Game Boy Advance games, I paid $4.80. That's the amount. The first one here is Mario Kart Super Circuit. That's pretty cool right there for $4.80. Really nice label, actually, nice and clean. I'll have to see if that's actually an upgrade for mine. And the next one is Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors, again for $4.80, so pretty good deal. The next one I got here is actually kind of interesting. I've never really played it before, but I'm gonna check it out for sure on the Retron 5. Check it on the big screen, but it's Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury, and that one there, again, like I said, for the other ones I paid $4.80. Really nice label, really decent, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know it's definitely worth that. So I'm going to check it out and see if it's, you know, worth what it says it's worth as far as gameplay goes. The last one here, something I already have in my collection. This might be an upgrade, I'll have to check. It's Kirby the Amazing Mirror. And so again, that was $4.80, so pretty cool all around. I think the value is definitely there in the games that I got at the Value Village. Alright, so the last stop that I made, which actually was the first place that I found stuff today, but the last stop that I'm going to show you here, I found a couple of items. Really happy to pick these up. It was totally awesome too, just the way that it all worked out. I walked in and there was a cart coming out, and on the cart there was a whole bunch of PlayStation 2 games, which I wasn't really interested in. They're all basically sports titles or junk titles for the most part, and although in retrospect, probably could have picked them up, but I was trying to restrain myself a little bit because I did spend a little bit of money yesterday as well. So I was kind of keeping an eye on things, but I could not pass up on this, and it's Spyro Year of the Dragon for PlayStation 1. So I picked this one up. Normally they charge $5 for things, but when I took it up to the counter, it was actually half price on books and media day, and I had no idea. So I actually got this for $2.50, which is really wicked. So that's what I was saying, like in retrospect, I probably should have went back and picked up a few more titles. This last thing was definitely worth the $2.50 that I picked up for it. This is the highlight of the day here. It's the Game Boy Advanced player, or whatever you call it, the Game Boy player. Totally complete. It has the cardboard sleeve and everything on it. If you don't know what this is for, you guys probably do, but this is actually part of the Game Boy Advance system that goes onto a GameCube. On the bottom of it, you can like screw it in, and then you can put Game Boy Advance plays and play them on your GameCube. Really cool to pick this up for sure. It's in excellent shape. There's a few scratches on the case here, like right here, stuff, but This person took really good care of it rather. Otherwise, there it is, totally complete in there with the manual and everything, and the disc is, other than a few fingerprints and stuff like that, it's perfect. So I don't know if they barely used it or what, but it might have got kicked around a little bit because there's a few scratches right on there. Not a big deal. It actually came with the cardboard sleeve, which I don't really see a lot of people picking them up with the cardboard sleeves. I usually just see them with the cases. This one actually has a cardboard sleeve as well. So for $2.50, that's one of the highlights of the year so far. Picking up one of these, not because it's, you know, massively valuable, although it does have a lot of value. It's just that I haven't seen these in ever, like in a thrift shop. And I always find the players on the bottom of GameCubes and stuff like that, and immediately when I see that, I open up the tray hoping that the disc will be in there loose even, and it's never in there, hasn't been in there yet, but I finally got my hands on one of these. This is a very welcomed addition to the collection. Definitely one of the highlights so far of 2015. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.